For years, we've been told we suffer from the imposter syndrome. But listen up. After inspiring thousands of individuals across continents, from youth and young professionals to retiring CEOs, I must clarify. What you have is definitely not a syndrome at all. It is simply your protector mind, yes, your protector mind, operating at a survival frequency. Why is that so? Well, because it just hasn't been optimized. And today, folks, we are going to learn how to turn the tables around. As always, I'm your host, Dr. V, the creator of the Resonance Clarity Framework. I'm so glad you're here. So let's get going. Well, firstly, let's redefine the so-called syndrome. Well, just look around you. We have systematically pathologized self-doubt. We call self-doubt a syndrome, like it's a disease you catch. Well, it's not. It's, in fact, an energetic frequency. A vibrational signal that you create within yourself and then, of course, send out around you. This is just the way nature works. It's just the way your body and your mind operate. So let's dive a bit into this during this short coffee break. Let's look at three minds. In our Resonance Clarity Framework, we look at three distinct frequency states of operating. The first one is the imposter mind, the absorber frequency. This is where you absorb the chaos, the stress, and expectations of everyone around you. And how do you feel when you do that? Well, you feel inadequate because you are literally carrying everyone else's bag. You are carrying everyone else's energetic weight. So you feel heavy, you feel confused, you feel stressed out. And let's look at the second mind, the protector mind. This is your defender frequency. What happens here? Well, to survive the imposter state, your brain then creates this protector. Sounds wonderful, right? It could be, but if left unchecked, it only defends you by making you a perfectionist, an overworker, or by keeping you small and quiet so you don't get found out. Know that feeling? It actually keeps you safe. But if it is not used optimally, it can keep you stuck. And that could cause a lot of problems for you. Now let's look at the third mindset, the third mind, the angelic mind, as I call it. This is your resonator frequency. What's all this about? This is everything that you can be, the very best of you. This, in fact, is your true baseline, your true self, fully aligned. And when you shift back into this frequency, you then lead with intuitive clarity, with deep peace and effortless authority. And in this state, you aren't absorbing, and you definitely are not defending. You are simply resonating. Yes, the frequencies within you are peaceful, you feel good, and you then radiate this frequency around you. And yes, it does influence people around you. Well, let's dive into one of the executive stories that I have. It's about a client, Sarah. Sarah, at that time, was a senior vice president at a Fortune 500 tech firm. She had degrees from top-tier universities and managed a global team of, I think it was about 400 at that time. And on paper, she was unstoppable. But behind closed doors, Sarah was quite exhausted. Before every board meeting, her imposter mind would just activate almost instantly, operating as an absorber. She walked into rooms, instantly took on the anxiety of the CEO and, of course, the skepticism of the board. And to survive, of course, her protector mind kicked in as the defender. And what did she do? Well, she overprepared 100-page slide decks and micromanaged a team to ensure that no one could question her competence. Sounds familiar? Well, it was clear that she didn't lack leadership skills, not at all. She was leading the way with her skills. What she did lack was frequency management, the management of her own frequency. And once we taught her to recognize the defender frequency and shift into the resonator frequency, she stopped over-preparing and in fact started to truly lead. And she claimed 15 hours a week simply by shifting her internal state. Now that was amazing. Well, so much for Sarah. Now let's focus on you. Here are 2 steps for your resonance reset. All right, now if you are feeling that high anxiety right now, here are 2 actionable steps you can take to execute a resonance reset today. Yes, today. Step 1, it's very important for you to name the frequency. Remember, you can only think one thought at a time. Oh, yes, indeed. You may be able to chew gum and walk at the same time, but know this, folks, you can only think one thought at a time. So, when anxiety hits, stop, arrête, and ask yourself, am I absorbing or am I defending right now? Am I absorbing someone else's stress? Or am I building a wall around me just to protect myself? This is a pattern interrupt. So your thought then has changed. Your focus changes. And simply by naming the frequency itself, it's going to strip that frequency of its power over you. So that's step 1. And step 2, the physical anchor. You cannot think your way out of a survival frequency. You have to literally shift your body. For many people, you cannot think your way out of a survival frequency. Even though it seems easy to do, but right in that moment, it might be very difficult to do. So instead, shift your attention to your body. This is much easier to do for many people. So place your feet flat on the floor if you're sitting. If you're standing, then adjust your feet so that you feel the weight on both feet. Drop your shoulders. This itself begins to relax you. Doesn't have to be noticeable. Just drop your shoulders slightly and take 3 deep breaths. And ask your angelic mind, what is the most true and resonant action I can take right now? Just by doing this, just by shifting your body and asking yourself this question, you immediately shift from reacting to responding. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey. Your journey, I'm sure. And if you want to know exactly which frequency is running your leadership right now, I invite you to take the free Resonance Clarity Assessment. You'll find the link in the show notes. You can take responsibility for your resonance. And I shall see you next time. Bye for now.